Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The AFC North. It's Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers taking on Deshaun Kaiser and the Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game? They covered that play successfully.
Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Easy.
Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. Get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Kaiser now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here. Kaiser to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Here we go. Flex round.
On 4th down, they snap it to Kaiser. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's a pickup of 3 that time, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. They'll throw again. Kaiser, a screen complete to Crowell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. You're confident.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And Crowell lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Ohio. Here we go.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a 2nd year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious with him and kept him out of the game. And Siemian did play in the second half in their loss to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the good news. 2 of the 3 able to return. Unfortunately for Rodgers, not looking so good. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Charles, that'll give us an opportunity to survey the league-wide landscape. I always talk about, oh, well, there's maybe some parity reigning supreme. I think there really is. Gosh, you had the Giants with a shocking win, Falcons with a shocking loss. You just never know what's going to happen in this league.
How about the Chargers beating the Raiders? That's another one that's a little bit of a shocker. And then finally, the last undefeated team, Kansas City, losing at home to Pittsburgh, which made the 1972 Dolphins very, very happy people. And think of it this way. Starting their run, right, that 72 Dolphins team, when they had those championships, they beat Kansas City in a big-time playoff game, one of the most memorable games in NFL history in overtime. And then they beat Pittsburgh in an AFC championship game on their way to the undefeated season.
And he finds McDonald. And a big 32-yard play on third.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
A first down carry now for Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Wasn't able to get anything. No gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. careful, not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now it's Crowell running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Shazier coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. That pass going awry gives me a second to fit in a stat that you told me. The 3 worst rushing offenses in the NFL this past week, Charles, all had 100-yard runners, and they all got a win.
Yeah, how about the motivation for a couple of them, too? Adrian Peterson going to the Cardinals, he had a lot to prove, didn't he? He wanted to let everyone know that he still had the juice, and he ran all over Tampa Bay. How about Miami? Going into Atlanta and upsetting the Falcons, and Jay Ajayi got back on track. Did you have Orleans Darkwa of the Giants putting a 100 spot on the Denver Broncos in Denver and winning?
I did not have that.
You did not have that. Just think, all 3 of them won their game. Yeah, if you run the football in the league, you've got a chance to be successful.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Easy.
Shift together here from the D-line. The man in motion is Brown. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, here's Bell. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, it's Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And a catch made by Kenny Brown. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go! White, nine! Black Brown! Ohio!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On the counter, it's Corral. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Come on, Ohio!
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw, Kaiser. Looking for Brett, intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Easy, Stu.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
In motion left comes Brown. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Following the interception, Kaiser. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Out of his end zone, Kaiser. And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. They go play action here on first down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Ohio. Here we go. What?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down.
Here we go. Ohio.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Kaiser to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Brand 38.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Got a man, it's Brown. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. McDonald, the man in motion. Now Ben on 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Kaiser on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And some room. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, 45 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Roethlisberger will throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, it's Bell. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
7 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The slot man in motion right. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Slot man moves right. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Kaiser to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Browns on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Caught here left side by Brett. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Kaiser. He finds Kenny Brett. He's still barreling through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Now Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Ohio! Let's go! Flex round! Ohio!
Now Kaiser. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.